Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? Hi everybody, and welcome back to Bakes by Vasco. I'm Michelle with 1L, and I'm glad you're here. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and got what they wanted and enjoyed the holidays. Now we are already ready for the end of the year, New Year's Eve. And today's cook is going to be a New Year's Eve dinner for two, simple and easy carbonara. And what you're going to need for today's bake or cook rather is a half a pound of bacon, a half a pound of prosciutto, 1 clove of garlic, grated Parmesan cheese, mushrooms, and linguine. Now, let's get started. And the first thing you're going to want to do is get your half a pound of bacon and cut it into pieces. I am using bacon that I got from Bernie's in Port Washington, Wisconsin, because their meat is just unbelievably hard to beat. So we're going to cut, this is a pound, we're going to use half of it today and save half of it for the next time. I prefer to bake my bacon as opposed to cook it with the recipe on the stove because the bacon has a tendency to burn and get yucky. So we're going to bake it today. I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees. I'll cut this in half. Then we're going to take the rest of our bacon and cut it into pieces and put it on my baking sheet. And then you just use my scissors. Ooh, it's nice and thick. And we're just going to cut it into bite-sized pieces. Now, you can do yours on the stove. That's totally fine. The main purpose is the bacon grease. And I have a substitute called Bacon Up. I do believe that's what it's called. And that's what we're going to use today. This recipe is not from any cookbook. This is the first time I've made it, but I've eaten it several times. This is my mother-in-law's handwritten recipe to me. She gave it to me when she was here on Thanksgiving. And I thought it would be it's one of my husband's favorites, and it's a lovely, easy, but fancy dinner for two for New Year's Eve. We're not outers. I spent too many New Year's Eves as a musician entertaining other drunks, and I'd prefer not to be in that situation. While you're watching me cut the bacon, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss anything coming up in 2026. That's a lot of bacon. All right. The bacon is as single layered as I can possibly get it. It's on a open grated sheet pan so the grease can drip down rather than it sit and baste in the grease. We'll get this in the oven as soon as it's ready. While we're waiting for the oven to heat up so we can put the bacon in, let's go ahead and cut our prosciutto into strips as well. And you need a half a pound. We have 6 ounces. That's just about perfect. Now let's get this prosciutto stripped up. It's very terry on its own. we've got our bacon in the oven and our prosciutto is sliced and ready to go, we are going to work on our mushrooms. Now, you can use fresh mushrooms if you want to, or you can do like I did and pick up some freeze-dried mushrooms. I got these in Wisconsin. They are from the River Edge Nature Center. It's a really neat place. Go online and look. There's their QR code. I'll put a link in the description. And what I did was I soaked these overnight in started with room temperature water and then put them in the fridge with a plate covering them so they were completely submerged. Now, we're going to drain off the water so that we can squeeze them out and cut them. And what you want to do is either use cheesecloth or line a coffee strainer with coffee filter, because this water makes a great stock for soups and things later on. So I'm going to pour this water off, and then I'm going to freeze it and use it later. Go ahead and mash your mushrooms and squeeze them out. And if they have stems on them, we're going to cut the stems off, and then we're going to slice them and cook them up. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put a heaping spoonful of bacon up in my pan, turn it on to medium-high, and let that melt. To that we'll add the garlic, and then we'll add the mushrooms and cook them till wilted. If you're pan frying your bacon, that will be your first step, and in the bacon grease with the bacon, you'll cook the garlic. Add a little more just to make sure the bottom of the pan is completely coated. And you want just a little bit to be able to cook your mushrooms and garlic. You don't want too much garlic. I used 2 small cloves. Alright. Now that this is hot, we'll add our mushrooms and we'll cook those until they're wilted. Already smells good. They're starting to brown, so I'm probably getting close. All right, our mushrooms are starting to brown now, so that means they're wilted enough. We're going to add our prosciutto. Stir it around because it's kind of clumped up. Kind of tossing it with 2 of them here. And lastly, you're going to want to add your cooked bacon. Unless you started with it in your pan. But we like it this way because it's less messy, less greasy, and prettier color. And just toss it around. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the heat, and we're going to cook our pasta now. Okay, our water is boiling, and we're going to add our pasta, and our meat mixture is sitting on its burner with the heat turned off. You'll cook your pasta to package direction. All right, our pasta is boiling. We're going to set it for 12 minutes to make sure it's nice and done. Cook your pasta to your liking, to the package directions, however you prefer. I'm going just with package directions because that's the way we like it. And then we'll put it all together and get to the best part. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe while we're doing this. It's just another New Year's Eve. It's just another old lang syne. But tonight, when this New Year's Eve is through, we'll be just fine. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Michelle with 1L, and this is Bakes by Vasco. Thanks for a great 2025. I can't wait to share it with you 2026. Now let's get to the best part of any baking or cooking, the eating. Throw up some pasta, get a mushroom and some prosciutto and some bacon. See you next time. I'll go.